Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Gators offense takes the field to start this game off. This nasty, bitter feud, most of the years carried out on supposedly neutral ground, carries high stakes today, guys.
I'll tell you what's always fun about watching this game between Florida and Georgia is that there is just so much speed on the field. I felt that way when I played.
Fires the pass, intercepted. If that's setting the tone, then the tone is screeching nasty fingernails on the biggest chalkboard in the world.
And I like it. We're throwing on the first play of the game, right? You're trying to be aggressive. You're trying to send a message to the defense that you're going to take shots and you're going to push the football down the field. But come on, man. I mean, you've practiced the opening play for this game all week long. You've executed it in practice. Didn't look like that this week.
Offense set on first down. The give to the left side. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Last time these two met, the big dogs ate as Georgia rolled easily.
And taking care of business in a rivalry game like they did, it means a lot. The bragging rights are even better. I can talk about stomping you out. Speaking of stomp, 2007, Mark Richt get the team to run on the field, celebrate. Those are the moments that you think about in this series that mean so much.
Yeah, we talked to the Gator coaching staff. They said it felt like Herschel Walker was back toting the rock for the Bulldogs. I mean, they had no answer for Georgia's running game the season ago. Defensively, the Gators know they've got to be a lot more physical in this one.
Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come in.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Firing to the right, complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Georgia! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Third down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside, they get the sack, and get the huge loss on him.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive did.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
They'll try to get it going in the right direction this time. Second and long from the 19. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense?
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Gators will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He's got it near midfield. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a first and goal? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the Bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
They're trying to get to it. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. The Gators send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia. Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good. It put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Looking deep down the right side. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Power football with the run. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's right on target. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. They'll go to the air. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. At the 35, he's got room. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a 1st down for this offense. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's going to pass. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at D tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
A little screen to the running back. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Never had a chance. One coverage to get down there and knock him down inside the 10. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell.
He lofts one down the sideline. Makes a catch down the right side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Looking for space, it's Cornelius. The Dogs get it past the sticks.
And that's all you want, right? You want that first down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a first down, get a new set of downs.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. He's got it. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking in front of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Going for the big play. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity ladder. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bulldogs. With that last one, he now has 40 career touchdown catches.
I mean, he's just been a playmaker. This guy, they feature him. He's been in the end zone that many times because they can feature him in so many ways. They find ways to get him the football because Palmer, he always makes plays.
And he's always open even when he's not. Throughout his career, think about it. Single covered, double covered, triple covered. You're still throwing him the ball because he's going to find a way to make it happen. 40 TD catches. That is awesome.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete to the left. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play. They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He's got it on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Second down coming up. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
On third down, going up top. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good.
And he makes the catch inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Dogs! And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Going up top on first down. Looking for a huge play. Snags it down the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And it's caught! Touchdown, Georgia!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here for the offense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the misfire, now on second down. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got his man. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Fairly manageable distance here on third down from the 27. They'll try to get it through the air. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires downfield. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense would come out and take over at the 44.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. No, no good. And I guess they wanted to draw a little closer instead. They're still way, way behind. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Just destroying his way through the field. Off to the races to the right. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to
let it fly. And that will be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give on the inside. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to start the 2nd half.
Number 17, set to kick it off.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Going to the run to start this 2nd half. Stacked up after
you make me a cup of ice water, Spank, please.
Georgia going up tempo.
Can you make me a cup of ice water? Thank you.
They'll go to the ground. Gets it out to the
25-yard
line, a gain of 3. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
There's nothing more annoying defensively than this. You got a guy bottled up, great coverage, boom. He escapes out of it, pulls a rabbit out of a hat. Next thing you know, he scrambles, gets a first down. Now I got a new set of problems I got to deal with.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He wants to take the top off. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Dogs! And the stomping has commenced. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
The offense set for a first down play. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Floats it out in space. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
And the Gators with the 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Still running at the 40. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room. The Gators have their offense in high gear. Wants to throw on first down. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. And off from the shotgun. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This might be a little easier if it were straight on, but a 43-yarder from the right hash. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Let's not say they couldn't field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of their way with their fingernail. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish.
Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, Georgia! And the route is on. There is little the Dogs enjoy more than sticking it to the Gators, and boy, are they doing it right now.
Yeah, taking care of business. And listen, Georgia prides itself on being a physical unit. Every year, they're going to just pound you and bludgeon you. And Florida has had no response, just like in the last several games in this series. Georgia's just, they got the upper hand.
Georgia's always had talented teams. Certainly, they were very talented back in the day when I played them. The program was in great place. But because of recent success, they're just at a different level now. What they're recruiting, what the expectations are, and they're really showing that here in the second half.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. He kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. They'll run the option. The pitch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Open.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll run play action. Looking left.
Oh,
He's got an open
let me
man.
click on the right corner
And the
there,
tackle is made,
man.
but not before. That completion
That's
gets
a
them
big-
30+. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now. 1st and 10 from the 25. Unloads to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. USC found a way to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat, something this program has done time and time again inside the Coliseum. Fight on, and the men of Troy will do
Did you
just
say
that.
what?
It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both
she
teams
say?
will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
What did she
How
say?
about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game
Somebody
there.
give me
Kevin,
some
thanks
hot
for the
water?
update. Touchdown Bulldogs! And the pummeling has
Hey,
started.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to
Chill.
This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball
Who's in the
will come out
bathroom?
to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack. Get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking deep. Picked off.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy, right? He's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And the beatdown has ensued. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They'll try the run. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup.
It's a nice game, but the big theme here is they just haven't been able to get the run game going on offense. They've been very one-dimensional, and they're just not being physical enough at the point of attack.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Gators decide to punt it away. Wants to bring it back. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try it over the left side. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He's got it. Touchdown, Georgia! And the punishment has been extended. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy completion. At the 40, there he goes. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He's going to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Complete downfield. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. 1st down sack, pushes it back. Now it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And that ball is picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And the stomping has commenced. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And the point after is good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No,
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Dogs! The defense takes matters into their own hands. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0. They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go to the offense and be like, bro, we don't need you for that. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
They'll throw it on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
How about this defense? No mercy. Like, listen, I know we're up big, but they are still hunting, still flying around, still chasing, still making life really miserable for this offense.
They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often. The kickoff team lined up. They'll have to give it back after giving up that safety. He'll field the punt and look for room.
Returner is tackled down at the 34. And your Georgia Bulldogs.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He'll take the deep shot. Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And the route is on. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Looking to go up top on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Hoping to find one that works this time on second down from the 7. He's looking to throw. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Let's see what he can do with it. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Line gets set, first down. The give as they work on that clock. Just plowing down the field. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
This guy's been special today. Coming into this one, they thought they had an opportunity really to get him going, running the football, and he has delivered. You've seen the speed, the vision, his ability to break tackles. Well over 100 rushing yards in this game, and that's why they have a nice lead here. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the...
Gonna take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I'm going to beat you and recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
He's got his man. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers in all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And he takes it, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Man, this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around, they're beating their blocks, and the ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. He'll try to tack on one more. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Washington State answered the bell away from Pullman today with an impressive victory. The Cougars knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team.
To the air on first down.
The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Gators will call on their punt team. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football. Fires deep toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs him for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Gators sending the offense back to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent. Forget this day ever happened.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He's looking to throw it. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack from this defense. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Unloads it downfield. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. Trying to get to him. And the quarterback is snowed under. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Quarterback will audible. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Takes a hit. And the ball is picked off. And he